Okay. So you see here, there's one creeper. Now we can jump strike it, and then we'll want to back up. Because if you get far enough away, then it'll stop blowing up, as you're able to see. You'll probably want to use your axe for it because it can do more damage. Now, there's multiple types of mobs. There's undeads, like your zombie, and so you see over there, there's a skeleton. Skeletons are archers. They'll attack you from long range, and if an undead gets out under the sun, then they will burn up and die. So like a skeleton or a zombie. Creepers, they're not undead, so they will keep on walking around during the day until they despawn. So these are squid. You won't need to worry about them yet. There's also a salmon. If you kill a salmon, then it will drop a salmon item, a raw salmon, which you can cook to get cooked salmon, which is another food source. Now these are pigs. These pigs, they will drop raw pork chops. So you want to kill lots of pigs because they can give you pork chops. Pork chops and steaks are some of the best items, are some of the best foods in the game. They will restore 8 sections of hunger. If you look at the hunger bar, which my item selector is underneath, then that shows how much hunger you have. Each little symbol there is worth 2 points of hunger. The cows will drop raw beef, which can be cooked to give the same amount of food points as your pork, is the pork chop. So if you've made it to your second day and you have yourself a good amount of food, then we can go mining. Now, right now, I don't have very much food. So now that I've collected some raw food, I'm going to go and cook it up, and I'm going to cook it up in my furnace. And since furnaces cook things kind of slow, we might also want to craft another furnace. So you can put some of your coal in there into one furnace, and then you can use some more of your cobblestone to craft another furnace. And you can put some more coal into it to cook the rest of your food in that one. So, next thing that you want to craft is a stone shovel. You'll put 2 sticks on top of each other like that, and 1 cobblestone above it. A shovel will make you mine dirt faster, and also sand and gravel. So you'll want to be using your shovel to get past this first layer of dirt. So it'll make it good for collecting dirt. Dirt can be used as a building block to build your way up higher if you want to get a good look around where you are. You can jump and place a block underneath you like that to get up high so that you can look around to see what you have. Now over there's some pumpkins. We'll want pumpkins are another thing that you can be a food source. So let's mine down off of our dirt tower, and we can walk over to where those pumpkins are and mine them. The stone axe is the tool that mines pumpkins the fastest, so we can use the stone axe to do that. After you've mined some of the interesting things that are nearby your home, things like pumpkins, and right here, some sugarcane. Sugarcane is useful because you can craft things like sugar, which can be used for certain food recipes, and also paper, which you can use to craft maps or trade with villagers. So, after a while, your tool might break, like just now. Your tool might break. That's because it has been used too much. So if you look at one of these tools, there's a little bar underneath it that shows how much durability it has left. So you see over here on my stone pickaxe, I've used it a little bit more than I've used my stone sword, so it'll have less durability left on it. Certain items will have more or less durability than other items. And after your item breaks, you can just go back home to a crafting table or craft another crafting table to make yourself another one. And by now you might need to make some more sticks, like I do. You'll always want to keep some sticks with you and a bunch of wood. Oh, I crafted the wrong thing there. But anyways, next thing we're going to craft is a chest. You're going to take your wood planks and you're going to make a circle with them, and that will give you a chest. You can place that chest and to store items in. So any of your interesting things like sugarcane or flowers like this dandelion, you can put into it because you don't really need those yet. Things like arrows and bones and gunpowder can be dropped by mobs. The gunpowder will drop out of creepers, and the arrows and bones will drop from skeletons. After a skeleton dies from the sun, or if you kill it, then it'll still have item drops, even if you didn't kill it personally. So cook up any extra food that you might have, and drop off anything that you don't need, like saplings, leather, and other things. So, and now we're going to go mining. Mining is a good way to acquire things like stone, like more stone and coal and iron. So after you've emptied your inventory of unnecessary things, you're going to want to get yourself ready for your mining session. So what you're going to need is you're going to need plenty of food, and you'll need a bunch of wood and some stone tools. So you need food, wood, and tools. You need your wood just in case your tools break underground so that you can make more tools. And you want to have food, obviously, so that you can eat food if you need it. Now, we're just going to make our mine shaft just inside of our house. So what we're going to do is we're going to craft a bunch of sticks so that we can craft ladders with them. Now once you've got a stack of ladders, then we can go underground and craft some, and we can go mining. Now you can mine in multiple different ways. You can go caving, which is where you go into a cave and mine and look for ores that are on the walls. But that's not what we're going to do today. We're going to build a mine shaft. What you can do is you're going to build a two wide hole. So you want to make it too wide so that you can tell if there's something like lava or a cave underneath you, because you don't want to fall into a cave. You don't want to fall into a cave and into a giant swarm of monsters, or into a pool of lava, because those are very good ways to get yourself killed early in the game. So when you mine in 2 blocks, you can stand on 1 block and you can look down there, and you can tell and you can see if there's something there, like there could be a lava pool down there. But since I made my hole too wide, then I can stand on 1 block and I can look down to see if there's lava or not underneath me. So once you've mined a bit of the way underground, about here will be alright. And don't forget to place lots of torches. Then you can start your mining thing. So what I like to do is your mining area. What I like to do is I like to make a center area that is that's a 3x3 center hallway. So once you've made that, then just a few blocks deep, or however long you want, then you can start making tunnels off the sides, smaller offshoots. Now, if you find something like this coal, then you can mine that, of course. Since we're mining, we're looking for things like this coal. Mine all the coal. Oh, there, my pickaxe just broke, but good thing I made myself an extra pickaxe, because then I can just put in a new one. So I've gotten kind of distracted here with mining this coal, but once you're all done doing things like that, and you've got yourself a nice 3x3 hallway, then you can set up a little spot, and you can set up a little spot in the middle, where you have things like a chest and a furnace and things. So right here, this is your mine shaft where you can place your ladders on it, so you can get up and down. You'll probably want to place ladders all the way up, and to make sure it's lighted all the way through your tunnel. And also, don't forget to light up your tunnel here. So back at the beginning of your tunnel, you'll want to have a crafting table. You'll make yourself a crafting table, place down, and a furnace or two. And a chest. So you can put any of these items in the floor that you want. So like I can put my furnace in the floor there. I can put my furnaces in the floor. And then when I craft my chest, I can place it on top of my furnace by crouching to place it on the furnace, or I can place it on the wall behind the furnace. And since this chest has a slightly smaller hitbox than all the other blocks around it, you can look super carefully in between the chest and the next block, and you can still have access to your furnace. So once you've got all that set up, you can light up your cave a bit and mine it a little bit deeper if you want. And just what we're going to do is we're going to make tunnels that are however long you want, but they're going to be 1x2 tunnels, and you're going to make them 2 blocks apart. So when you make these 1x2 tunnels, you're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks by mining 2 blocks. So it's extremely efficient, and by making them 2 apart, you're not missing anything in between. So basically, but if you use this system, you can see an entire flat area of blocks that are there. So we can just keep on mining in one direction. Keep on mining in one direction. Don't forget to place your torches, because if you don't, mobs can spawn, and they help you see better. And once you think you've gone far enough, or you've found some good ores or something, then you can go back and look at your next one. Now if you're mining, you might come across something like this. This is granite. It's just another stone variant. You can craft things like polished granite and stuff like that. And they're more of a decorative item. You don't need them to craft anything actually useful unless you want to build something that looks really nice. So after you've mined far enough, you might come across something like coal or something like that, and you can mine out all of that coal to get items that need. So just keep on mining until you find something like a lot of coal, or something like iron, which when we find iron, when we find iron today, that will conclude our video. So if your pickaxe breaks, you can just come back here and craft another pickaxe or two, so that you can just keep on mining. Now, right here, we have finally found some iron. Now, we'll want to mine all around something like our iron, because if there's any lava nearby and we mine it, it could fall into the lava. So we want to mine all the way around it, just to make sure there's no caves or anything that it could fall into. Now, for something like iron, like this, that might not be so important, but later in the game, when you're mining for things like diamonds and other rare materials, then it's a good idea to mine all the way around these things, so that you can make sure that there's going to be no problems with mining your rare ore. Because if you mine your ore, and then the item falls straight into a pool of lava, that's not going to be fun, right? Very fun, right? So now that we've mined our first iron ore, we can bring it over to our furnace. And this one here has our coal, and we'll put our iron in the furnace. While that's smelting, you can keep on mining. Now, you might find some more iron, like I just did, that you can also smelt, and eventually, while you're mining, you might run out of torches. It'll get dark, and then you place your last torch. So what you'll need to do is you can just pop into your crafting menu, make some more sticks if you don't have any, and make some more torches, just like that. And you can keep on mining. Now, all the way back here by our iron, we can put any more ores that we found in the furnace while we were mining. And right here we have some iron ingots. Now, iron is a very important item, because you can craft stronger tools with your iron. So we'll first start right now, we will craft an iron pickaxe. The iron pickaxe will mine faster than the stone pickaxe or the wooden pickaxe, and it can also mine rarer ores like diamonds, redstone, and gold. And don't forget to keep on mining and craft more of your iron tools, because all the tool recipes will stay the same, just with different things. So, like, we can craft an iron sword, and the iron sword will do more damage than the stone sword, and we can craft an iron axe, which will mine wood faster. And thank you for watching my first video in the survival series. And in the next episode for survival, we will be going more into detail about mining and what kinds of things you can get when you're mining. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.